Y'all, it's motherfucking peak week. We made it. It is almost here. I wanted to do a short little vlog just kind of going over peak week and like what this week is about leading into the show. So first of all, what is peak week and why am I so excited it's here? Because I know a lot of people think like, oh, the final week leading up to the show, this is gonna be when you must push the hardest and it must be like the hardest part. And actually, peak week for most people is usually when food starts to go up and cardio starts to come down, because at this point, you're not gonna be really losing any more body fat the last like 5 or 6 days leading up to the show. The work's been done, you're kind of at where you're gonna be at, and now it's time to peak your physique, is why it's called peak week. Think about it, when you're dieting really, really hard, when food gets really low, when cardio is high, your body's probably not gonna look the best that it could, because you might have a lot of inflammation. You know, you're not gonna be full because carbs are low. Like my carbs got kind of low at the end there. And carbs are gonna like fill up your look and kind of like fill your muscles, make you look fuller. You might hear competitors say they like look flat in the morning or something when they're posing or when their carbs are low, and that's because they don't have that fullness. So peak week, you want to slowly bring that up to begin now to fill out and present your best physique. Because, you know, when you're dieting super hard, that's not always going to be the best that your body looks. You want to fill out, you want to give it a little bit of a break. This isn't the case for everyone, but most of the time for peak week, things start to get a little bit like easier from a prep standpoint, because your food goes up, we take cardio down to kind of reduce inflammation, and the hard work's been done. Now it's kind of time to keep stress low so that your physique is at its peak point come show day. So it is Sunday, so peak week started yesterday for me. My first 2 days, I'm still pretty low carb and cardio is still where it has been, but starting tomorrow it begins to taper down and carbs are starting to slowly go up, which is super exciting. And yeah, it's just freaking here. But the other thing with peak week is this is when you really need to make sure digestion is as good as possible. You are paying attention to a lot more factors than just like carbs, protein, and fat. At least me and my coach are, because a lot of people don't realize, you know, how much water affects your physique, and you know, matching like the amount of carbs you are having with the amount of water you're having and the way that that shows up on your body, and potassium and sodium levels and things that, you know, this is why it's important to have a coach, especially through prep, because things I don't even know, like he's been able to see throughout this prep how my body responds to different things. So now we can find the best thing for me to where I look the best I can on show day. So this week I have sodium goals to hit every day, potassium goals to hit every day, water goals to hit every day, and they change every single day throughout the week leading up to the show. So I got my plan yesterday as far as what every single day should look like, and you best believe I spent a solid hour plus yesterday in MyFitnessPal getting everything perfect, because I am not messing this up at this point. Today and tomorrow, water goal is 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons. So we got this bad boy here. This is a 1/2 gallon. So I'm almost one of these down for today, and it's 10:30. So I'll finish the other one probably before lunch. We'll be 1 gallon in, and then I got another one to go. And then throughout the week, it ups to 2 gallons. So we're gonna be peeing a lot. And then, like I said, one of the most important things is keeping digestion as good as possible. So I am eating completely the same exact foods I have been eating for the last 6 weeks, even making them more and more simple as the week goes on. I'm cut out artificial sweeteners starting today, and Wednesday I'm definitely gonna start cutting out are really limiting dairy, I'm usually fine. Like, I don't typically have any digestive issues with really either of those two things, but we are playing it as safe as possible. So those will be nixing it, which does mean my dessert of the Greek yogurt cup will be out for a few days, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. Now, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you were along for the very stressful journey yesterday of the rice cake debacle of 2021 in Charlotte, North Carolina. There were no Quaker rice cakes anywhere. I went to 3 grocery stores. I called 3 different grocery stores after that, and everyone was out. I don't understand what's going on. Why is everybody taking the rice cakes? Which you might not get it if you're not a competitor, but like, this is an essential, not only all through prep, but especially on peak week. Like, this is a food that you need to have on hand, especially like show day, because when you're backstage, your coach might be like, okay, we actually need a little bit more carbs, like looking at your physique, like, and that's gonna be pretty much the prime time source to go to. You gotta have those rice cakes on hand. And I had already planned out all my meals for the week, which took me so long to get the perfect like potassium, sodium, all that good stuff. And I had so many rice cakes in there, and then there were no rice cakes. I'm not gonna lie, I called my mom and I shed a tear, like truly shed a tear, panicking. But y'all are clutch as hell. I put out a PSA on Instagram and you guys came through. You told me to go to Aldi, so I did, and I got a couple bags there that are in my car still. Also, I went to Target and I did find some. So, rice cakes, I will never take you for granted again. This one's kind of like a treat one. This is gonna be a really short vlog. I just kind of wanted to explain what peak week is leading up to it. And even my daily plan is gonna be subject to change. I start checking in with coach every single morning with pictures, with how I'm feeling, and we'll change the plan accordingly as we need to. But as far as leading into show day, so my show is in Charleston. I don't know if I've told you guys that. Charleston, South Carolina, where I've never been, and I've always wanted to go. So that's kind of why I picked this show. So I'm really excited. I'm going to be heading down on Thursday just to be safe, because if you know me, I am a little bit of a high stress person and I just want to be there and be good to go. I have my hair appointment on Friday. Check-ins are on Friday for the show. Oh, the other fun thing about my tentative peak week protocol right now that I had to go to the store for, that I felt really weird buying because I haven't done this in months. Red wine. So you're probably like, what the heck? But right now in my protocol, we have me drinking 5 ounces of red wine on Friday night before the show. This is tentative, might be changing depending on how I'm looking, but the reason for that is because alcohol actually dehydrates you, so it will kind of make the muscles pop a little bit more. I am very interested to see though, because I literally think one of these 5 ounces and I will be hungover on Saturday morning. It's been 3 months plus since I've drank anything, and obviously my body fat's a little bit lower, so we're turning up, okay? We might be getting wild in the hotel on Friday night, and then I don't know how I'm gonna feel Saturday morning. I'm actually about to go hit a training session, so I will be training up until Friday, but my training session intensity is even supposed to be lower because, again, keeping inflammation low. So yeah, things just begin to taper off a little bit in peak week. You've really done the work. Now it's time to let your body peak and show your best show to stage. So I'm actually gonna throw in here a video of my physique from yesterday morning, so day 1 of peak week, and it might be interesting to see. Maybe I'll compare it in the next video to like Friday or Saturday's physique after we've gotten carbs in and everything, and you can see how much like fuller I probably will look compared to like I do look pretty flat in these ones from yesterday. So yeah, that's peak week. It's here. We're gonna get through this week, and then our next vlog is going to be a show day weekend vlog. Let's freaking go, guys. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate all the support, and I'll see you on the flip side. Wait, I forgot one thing. So obviously this week too, I'm like preparing for the show, packing and all the stuff and getting everything together. And one thing I did yesterday was I spent a good 30 minutes cutting holes out of the bottom of Dixie cups. Why, you may ask? So when you go to the bathroom after you get your tan, you really don't want anything to like dribble because it'll mess up the tan. So you pee through the Dixie cup so that it doesn't get on you. That's how I spent my day yesterday. How about you? Okay.